Tell the people where we at.
Man, we on the ATL, man, Atlantic Avenue. Yeah, Primo Burger number 5, man, where the Cross Atlantics, where we reside, man.
Is the Primo Burger right over here a destination location for a lot of homies to get food?
Shit, not really. This is a destination for homies to come, like, we going to Primo's and meet up, or you know what I'm saying? That's where we be at. This whole little shopping center.
And we're kind of on the border. Explain to us geographically where we're at exactly.
Right here we in Lynwood. We west from Rosecrans. Rosecrans right here. Right. Lynwood start right here on Macmillan. It's like the borderline, Compton, Lynwood. We sit between Rosecrans and Carlin. I'm Avenue Champp, man. I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm a father, I'm a member, I'm all that in one, man. That's my nigga Hunch.
I'm making me a Hunchy, straight out the Looters. I'm an artist myself.
Yeah, man, we right here at the link up with my nigga Alex one time, man.
And how are the Looters and the Cross Atlantics doing as two entities right now?
Oh, it's like Mario and Luigi. Shit. You know what I mean? Shit. One and the same, man. You know what I mean? It ain't even like we take up on each other's shit, because everything we do is together, you know what I mean? We make moves together, you know what I'm saying? We war together, everything. It been like that.
And I gotta say, and I gotta express, it's unfortunate how some of the East Side crews aren't as united as they used to be, specifically the mob, for example. There's been all these divisions and fissures, I wanna say since 04, off camera you said from 01, but it's been 20 years. Did you guys grow up with it being like that already?
Nah, hell no. We grew up, you know what I'm saying? I done spent the night at some of them niggas' houses, you know what I'm saying? Some of them niggas' mamas, aunties, got family over there, man. Shit just happened, you know what I mean? Shit, you gotta adapt to whatever the fuck go on, you know what I mean? You gotta adapt to this shit, man. But yeah, it's a little headache, but you know what I'm saying? Shit good.
Because I think Piru's initially was always supposed to stay united, so
yeah.
I guess either the generation after you or right around your generation,
yeah,
the funk started.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Shit, everybody very territorial. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got big nuts. You know what I mean? Shit, niggas bump heads with each other. You know how that shit happen. Money, all that little shit. You know what I mean? But shit, man, it's like that everywhere, not just right here. To be honest.
Okay, take me back to the beginning, man. Where'd you grow up at?
I grew up everywhere. I lived right here in the Rose Apartments right here on Cardwell. When I was young, my mom and them went to jail. Her and my pops, I was in foster homes, you know what I'm saying? Bounced around with my granny. She get out. I was in the house of Uhuru. You familiar with that? It's a halfway house on Figueroa. When somebody go to jail, they get out, they in drug rehabilitation. Your kids gotta stay with you right there. So it's like, yeah, I've been everywhere, man. I ain't really just planted in one spot, you know what I mean? So it's like I got the best out of all of LA County, really.
Talk about the foster care system. What led to that and what was that like?
What led to that was my mom and my pops, they ended up going to the pen and shit. So yeah, it was a real close friend of the family, you know what I'm saying? I looked at her as like my granny and shit. So yeah, she was a foster mother. So I went there for a couple of years. Man, and I was young though, so they didn't really teach me no type of discipline or nothing, you know what I mean? They was just taking care of a kid and shit. And I grew up with that side of my family, shit. And then bounced over here, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shit, ain't nothing real cool on a kid to go through, but shit, so I'm 39 now, so that shit's like many moons away.
How did your father and mom end up going to the penitentiary at the same time?
They used to sell Sherm, So that's the big drug people. They out of Long Beach. They from Long Beach. You know what I mean? They get raided, bam. You know what I'm saying? Take the kids. That's basically how that happened. My pop stayed in jail a couple of years longer. My mom, she did a couple of years and shit. And in order for us to go back with her, we had to stay with her in a little halfway house.
So how did Cross Atlantic become home for you?
Cross Atlantic became home for me because my sister is married to an older homie. This is like when I was around 10. Yeah, like around 10. So I left my mom's house at a very young age and started staying with my sister. And her husband was, I don't know if y'all familiar with the nigga, CK Boo off Flamin'. He used to be rapping and shit, but it's Mad, a big Mad from the hood. But yeah, you know, just got up under him at a real young age, you know what I mean? And you know, around that time, that's the 90s. So everything around there is like, all I'm seeing is gangbangers and drug dealers and lowriders and shit. That's fascinating to a young nigga, you know what I mean? Especially in the 90s. We was more fascinated with that shit like that rather than drugs and skinny jeans and shit. You feel me?
So when you was just a teenager coming up, my co-host to Streets and Scholars, he was already in his 20s running around here.
Yeah, here's
FG,
here's a man over here. You know, that's one dude I looked up to. You know what I mean? Like I look at him as another father figure. Like if I was to get married tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? He'd be at the wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like type shit. Yeah. So yeah, I learned a lot from F. You know, with the hustling part. You know what I'm saying? Know how to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it gangster. You know what I'm saying? I remember one of the first things he told me when I actually went to the pen was, don't ever compromise your P-funk and don't explain yourself. You know what I mean? So I've been that shit run through my head every day. You know what I mean?
So during that time, I know he didn't catch his case. He didn't catch his Fed case till 04.
04, yeah.
So in the 90s, did you ever get to go to elementary or junior high around here?
No, I was in a I actually went inside, like around what time? What year?
Any years in your early childhood?
Oh no, I went to the D for like 2 months, shit, and I deleted D. And I went to Lakewood for like 4-5 months. Left that. And then my sister actually kicked me out. You know what I'm saying? So really, I graduated in the pen, man. I really didn't do no years really like that. I think I went to school up until like the end of like the middle of 10th grade. You know what I mean? And other than that, man, I was fucking up.
So you went to the pen at a young age, like 18, 19?
Yeah, yes, 18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your first adult case then?
Yeah.
So what was that like when you hit the county jail? I know that was crazy.
Shit, around that time all you hear is about, nigga, you was hearing about the 2000 flowing from the street. Shit, I wanted to see what was going on, you know what I mean? I knew it was so much gangbanging, but yeah, around that time, it was a gang of Crip and Blood gangbanging in the jail, you know what I mean? You know how that shit go. And it's my first time in that motherfucker. I ain't got nobody holding my hand, you know what I mean? So I had to take what I was doing out here into that motherfucker, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? And it carried me through that shit. It wasn't as rough as you would hear though, you know what I mean? Well, I mean, shit. The way I was raised is like, that's like going through the streets, you feel me? But the average motherfucker, I don't think the average motherfucker would better deal with that shit versus now in the county where there's not too much going on, you know what I mean? But shit. And the police is beating niggas' asses back then, killing niggas, beating them up, you know what I'm saying, losing them in the system. Ain't none of that going on right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had cameras in the county when we was going through that motherfucker. Shit.
Did they have the module, the blood module?
No, not at all.
That was already done.
Yeah, that shit been done, yeah.
So what are we talking about, like late 90s when you got up there?
Hell no, hell no. No, it was I got the county in 2005.
Okay, 2000.
Yeah, 2005. Yeah, 2005 it was wasn't no walking the child, wasn't no modules, it wasn't no blood module. It was just like these floors, like nigga, the 2000 floor. That's where you gonna squabble up in that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, go to Wayside and you know what I'm saying. That's it's just basically just little floors and you know what I'm saying, a little shit like that.
And then when you got to the penitentiary, how different was that from? How long did you spend in the county, and what was it like when you first hit reception?
I spent a year in the county when I first hit reception, going to the pen. I was really just ready to get my time over with, man. By then I was already accustomed to the jail shit. You know what I'm saying, to the grown-up jail shit. You know what I mean? The pen. I mean, I ain't not to praise it, but I ain't had no bad experience. You know what I'm saying? I be hearing niggas be going to the pen, going through shit, and I ain't never really went through nothing that like when I was a victim. You know what I mean? Like not at all. But yeah, I got to meet some great niggas in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I became close friends on the street. You know what I mean? Soaked up some game, you know what I'm saying? Got a little discipline, you know what I mean? And that's about it. But yeah.
Let's go back to what made you decide that, what was going through your life at that time when you decided that Cross Atlantic is something I wanted to be a part of?
Shit, it was really nothing too much going on in the streets. Back then, it was a lot of black and Mexican violence, you know what I mean? And everybody that was around this motherfucker, we, you know what I'm saying, we grew up together, you know what I'm saying, real friends and shit. You know what I mean? Got our first sack together, you know what I'm saying? learn how to break a gun down together. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck some bitches together. You know what I mean? It's like it was more like these my brothers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really looking at it as like I'm joining a gang. You know what I mean? I was like, man, these my niggas. We doing this. You know what I'm saying? You fuck with him, you fucking with me. You disrespect this over here. You know what I'm saying? You disrespect us. So it really to me it wasn't really like I'm just so fascinated with the gang banging because I didn't look at it like that. You know what I mean? This is my niggas and shit. You know what I mean?
And give us a little geography tour of what this section is, because the turf kind of is Compton, Lynwood, which is a little bit unique compared to some of the other Piru turfs over here.
Yeah.
And you're closer to other sets that are in Lynwood.
Exactly.
So what's around here?
All right, so right here, like I said, this is Lynwood right here. Right across the street, that's still Lynwood, but that's the hood. Our hood ends on the first street across Atlantic, which is Cookacre, and that's where the mob starts. You know what I mean? So actually, some of the mob is Lynwood too, because they got hood on Carlin too. You know what I'm saying? I think we just only motherfuckers that embrace that shit. You know what I'm saying? We embrace the Lynwood side shit too. You know what I'm saying? This, like our hoods is like, this not like LA. LA got stupid land. You know what I'm saying? Our shit only run from Rosecrans to the freeway. You know, Rosecrans to the 105. You know what I mean? From Cookacre to the 710. You know what I mean? And then you got the old Lynwood High right here, which is Lynwood Middle. It's not too far. We can walk to that motherfucker. You know what I mean? So Ludus Park. You know what I'm saying? Ludus Park. That's like the heart of the East Side. You know what I mean? We used to ride bikes and walk to that motherfucker when we was young, but I wouldn't do that now though. You know what I mean? Lime Hood. It's like it's. The east side is, especially Rosecrans. Rosecrans is filled with homies right here until you get to Santa Fe. You know what I mean? But basically it's hood on hood. You can cross the street and be in another hood. You know what I'm saying? That easy.
And then because you guys are on this side, you're dealing with
the Lynwood shit too.
Was it Pope Street neighborhood?
Pope Street, Lynwood neighborhood, young crowd. Yeah, they right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but. To be honest, you know what I'm saying, we never dealt with them. They had to deal with us. You know what I mean? Not even like doing it like that, but like honestly, you know. Yeah, I actually caught my case right here on Cinco de Mayo and shit. It was I don't know if you're familiar. Remember 2005 when they was talking about you wear white T-shirts? We gonna all the blacks. I caught my case on that day. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't know. That just really welcomed me to a whole nother hottie gangbang and put me in jail. You know what I mean?
So it was related to a Mexican set?
Yeah. Because I remember, like I said back then, I mean, we started Crip Blood shit, but it was like more racial shit out here. You know what I mean?
And I would think that when you was coming up, there was more blacks than there are today around here.
Yeah, I mean a little bit more, but this always been like a little Tijuana around this motherfucker. yeah, shit. I mean, it's like the same shit, but you know niggas go to jail. You know what I'm saying? We don't have babies as fast as Hispanics. You know what I mean? So it always been like a little Tijuana, but shit, man. That's why I'm so cool with a lot of Mexicans, because I grew up with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now when I was doing the podcast with F, I was surprised at how many Lynwood Crips actually shouted him out and remembered him from back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, showing love actually. I know you probably he's older, so he you know when you get to that age.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
Thing, but did you kind of grow up like that with some?
I mean, really, a lot of niggas respect me. You know what I'm saying? Then everybody respect me. If you really got something bad to say about me, it's because you can't beat me from here, so you gotta start kicking at me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with a lot. I'm cool with a lot of motherfuckers that I actually like the gangbang against. You know what I mean? That we cool. We keep it copacetic. A mutual you know, respect. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm a little older now, so I don't go around looking for shit. You know what I mean? And I'm damn sure ain't ducking it, but I ain't put myself in the way of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got mutual respect with a lot of motherfuckers I used to be getting into it with back then.
When you was in the county jail or in prison, did you ever bump into any of these Lynwood guys?
Probably one or two. Shit. And I was locked up for damn 7 years.
Damn.
Yeah, like 1 or 2.
Okay. We'll get to that in a minute. I wanted to know, you said you wouldn't walk to Ludus Park today because it's just so crazy as a grown-up. But Ludus Park is a nice walk from here.
Yeah, it's a nice walk.
About 9 blocks?
Yeah, give or take. Yeah, give or take. And it's a couple of reasons I won't walk. I mean, because my big ass ain't walking nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, you know what I mean? And I just want to put my face, like that. That's stupid, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the 16-year-old champ no more, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to show my face. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, like, put my name up in the rankings no more, you know what I mean? It is what it is. And you'll get your dumb ass killed, like, possibly, you know what I mean? Like I just gotta think smart. Like, don't think tough, think smart, you know what I mean? So yeah, hell no, I wouldn't walk. But yeah, growing up, hell yeah, we riding bikes right there, we walking, we having water fights right here. We, you know what I'm saying? Everything was kind of cool though, really though, you know what I mean?
So how old was you during them death row years? You were probably a little too young, huh?
Death row, that like around 95.
93, 94, 95, 96.
Well, I was born in 84.
Okay, so you was like 10. Huh?
Yeah.
So you don't remember much of those years, huh?
I actually do. Yeah, I actually do. I remember enough. I mean, to where I knew what was going on because our culture was hip hop shit. You know what I mean? And that was like the biggest thing going on around here.
Because during those years, this section of Compton was probably the most famous section in hip hop.
Right. Absolutely. And, see, but I was a little too young to probably be in the streets around this motherfucker, even witnessing any of that shit. You know what I mean? And around them, my mama really had me like this. You know what I mean? So I was like 10. Yeah, I was like 10. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, I remember a lot through what was said around me. You know what I mean? Or what I seen. You know, shit.
Okay, so being on the border, and the police is always being nosy. You had at that time you had Compton PD, and you have the sheriff.
The sheriffs, yeah.
Right? So would they both kind of cross borders because this is so close? I think they're allowed to cross.
Hell yeah, they cross. But hell yeah, they would. Yeah. And even when I was a teenager, like when I was like 15 around this motherfucker, the Lynwood sheriffs is assholes. Like I don't know, for some reason they be more on bullshit than the Compton sheriffs. You know what I mean? And the Compton sheriffs a little bit more give you a pat on the back. You know what I mean? But I really don't. The police, they killed too many of my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? And I will always have my nose up. You know what I'm saying, to a lot of shit. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? I'm welcoming too to listen and understand what motherfuckers be feeling. But I really don't feel too much about no type of sheriffs, no police, and nothing.
Are you familiar with the Lynwood sheriffs actually having a gang called the Vikings?
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, I think F was telling me about that shit.
Okay. You never really kind of ran across?
No.
When the Lynwood sheriffs was out here banging?
No. I remember Evan was telling me about that shit.
Yeah. I know in the 90s, a dude from Young Crowd killed one.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, over by the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he killed a Lynwood deputy named Blair. But that would have been like 95, so that you was...
Yeah, no, I remember because the Young Crowds, that's like that's where they get their whole shit from, like their whole ranking shit from killing the police. So you gotta remember the Young Crowds is right next to us, right past Fernwood. So they asshole police is our asshole police, you know what I mean? So yeah, I remember that shit. Like I remember that shit though.
When you was coming up, Young Crowd was not an ally, or?
No, we always beef with Young Crowd. Yeah, we always had something going on with them. Yeah, forever. Like I told you, I caught my case on them. You know what I mean?
Are there any Mexican neighborhoods around here that you cool with?
Nah.
Wasn't the CV70s over here kind of cool with the Pirus?
Yeah, that was many years ago. That was many moons ago. That stopped in the 90s shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can't really think of one right now. Nah. I mean, not saying we just gonna ride through a Hispanic hood and just be on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. You know what I mean? But nah. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't beef with everybody, but we just ain't like we ain't like that with them. You know what I mean? This shit out here is like racial. You know what I'm saying? It don't make you racist, but you gotta understand like that Mexican nigga kill you. You know what I'm saying? If you leave the door open for him, type shit. You know what I mean?
You know, it's a long-standing debate on the racial conflict on who's to blame and who presses it more. Are the blacks racist to the Mexicans and it made them want to fight, or were the Mexicans racist to the blacks and it made them want to fight? And I don't think there's an answer to that.
No, it's not, because you got me.
Wall banging. That's
like who's to blame? That's the question.
Shit, The niggas in the mirror. Every time any of these gang motherfuckers wake up, look in the mirror, yeah, or blame myself. But shit, no, I ain't got no answer for that shit. It's like even, really, you know what I mean? Because I just seen a lot of brothers do bullshit, you know what I mean? Just like I seen a lot of Hispanics do bullshit. That shit like neck and neck.
Yeah. All right, so when you hit the county, did you decide that you was gonna take that deal, or did you go to trial?
Nah, I had to go to trial.
Damn.
Yeah, because my only deal was some shit you wouldn't have took. You know what I'm saying? My only deal was like fucking 29 years. I was fighting 58 with an L. You know, they had the shit on the people I was telling you about. Then I had the shooting on the police, which was a lie. That's what hyped my shit up. Then that gang shit. You know, around that time, they was really hitting niggas with that gang shit. You know, so, matter of fact, yeah, they came with a deal for like 29 years, I ain't take it. So I went to trial, I beat some shit in trial, got some shit dropped down in trial, ended up getting 11 years and 4 months, and only ended up doing 6 years and 9 months off of it.
Really, at the end of the day, you kind of won.
Yeah, I won. I was happy.
Yeah. A lot of people, explain that to the average viewer, because
man, it's like this, man. It's like this. Like, if y'all out there fucking up, y'all out there doing y'all thing in the streets, and you know you did it, you know what I'm saying? And you fighting this case. Like me, I won't play with it. You know what I'm saying? It's each their own, each his own. You know what I mean? You can either take 10 years. It sounds like a lot of time. It is a lot of time. Take 15 years. It sounds like a lot of time. Or you can go lose the whole case and get 60 years. You know what I'm saying? By the time you look up, you know what I'm saying? When you've been in there 40 years, then you look up and be like, nigga, I've been out 25 years ago. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't gamble a lot. I don't shoot dice. I don't do none of that a lot. So, you know, I ain't gonna gamble with my life either. You know what I mean?
And what type of attorney did you have at trial?
I had a public defender.
So let's speak about that, because there's a myth, I believe it's a myth, that public defenders are terrible attorneys.
In a sense, yeah. It depends, man. I mean, if you out here doing your thing in the streets, be lawyered up. I'm gonna say that for like off top. But cause lawyers ain't cheap, you know what I mean? You kill somebody, nigga, a lawyer gonna be $80,000, $60,000, some shit motherfucker ain't never had in his hand before. You know what I mean? And a lawyer help, you know what I'm saying? These lawyers be knowing these DAs and these judges. They got good relationships with some of these motherfuckers. So you know what I'm saying? That's easy on you, know what I'm saying? They could talk at dinner, you know what I'm saying? And like, shit, you give me this, I give you this, you know what I'm saying? Give me this good deal for my person. You know what I'm saying? I just seen that shit happen a lot of times, you know what I mean? But I just know if you out here gang banging, you out here flocking, whatever you're doing, man, you better be lawyered up, man.
Do you think you would have had even a better outcome with a private attorney?
Most definitely.
Even though you beat some of your case with the public defender?
Most definitely. Hell yeah, because, I mean, I was just looking. I mean, it seemed like my PD here is really trying to fight for me, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't have no money to get a real lawyer. I ain't gonna lie, when I first went to jail, I knew I wasn't about to get no lawyer. You know what I mean? Nigga, 60, 80,000, mom putting her house up, ain't none of that happening. You know what I mean? I know that. I wouldn't even bring that across my mom, you know what I mean? But yeah, you better be lawyered up, man. You out here in the streets doing whatever you're doing.
So during trial, were you sitting there like helping the attorney, like writing notes?
Hell yeah. Ask him this. Yeah. Didn't he just say this? Like, look, you know what I'm saying? Just like you see them niggas on TV, like that's what they be doing. They be sitting there writing shit like, okay, bam. Cause some motherfuckers like they get they self-watch, you know what I'm saying? Thinking they ain't got their own voice. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is your life that's on the line, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck, you gotta stand up and yell it to the judge. You know what I'm saying? Let a motherfucker hear you.
Yeah, I always, I work in a lot of court cases, and I always notice the defendant that's taking notes and talking to his lawyer back and forth, that's someone that's fighting.
Yeah.
But there be some defendants that's just sitting there the whole time.
Yeah. Speechless and shit, yeah. Thinking you gotta be like that, you know what I'm saying? But I think some of them is trained to think they can't say shit, you know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying? I'm an outspoken nigga, so I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say something, I don't give a damn if I gotta jump up and yell it. For sure, I'm gonna say something.
Did you end up developing a good relationship with your public defender?
I mean, not really, you know what I mean? I mean, they probably come and see me once every other month. We'd talk at court, you know what I mean? I just knew I wasn't getting out right then and there, and I knew this motherfucker really didn't give a fuck. Like, if he was getting money, you know what I'm saying? If he was getting broke off, I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean, I'd have been having more visits from the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean, we could have got personal and shit, you know what I mean? But, nah, it's regular.
Okay. So, once you got sentenced, you was actually saying, I'm good with that sentence.
Hell yeah. I came back to the holding cell, nigga, like cheering. Happy as fuck. Mind you, already been in there for a year. You know what I mean? Okay, I went to jail July. My son was born in August. You know what I mean? So I couldn't even see my son born. You know what I'm saying? I just counting time in my head. Like, I think that's what everybody do. Well, I got woo this much percent, so I should be getting out around this time. You know what I'm saying? My son gonna be this old. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I think I was racking up. But after you're there for a couple of years, that shit even leave your head. You know what I mean? Now, when you get close to the house, you just thinking about, you daydreaming about what you about to do. You know what I'm saying? For months. Like, okay, I'm gonna hop out like this. This is what I'm gonna do. This kind of car I'm gonna get. This is what I'm gonna do. Like, you know, it ain't everything from there on is just like planning the streets.
Well, what level did they send you to in the beginning?
First it was a level 4 Centinela. I stayed there and we went on lockdown, and I left on lockdown, then went to another yard in Centinela, the level 3. The pen wasn't really nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I mean? That shit wasn't really nothing. You know, as far as like a lot of motherfuckers be saying, cause you got people that go to the pen and be victims. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers we want to prove something. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, I just let my craft speak for itself when I was out here gang banging tough. You know what I mean? Everybody already knew what's happening. You know, it done been people I done ran to in jail that I had shootouts with on the street. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, nigga, like, you know, we in here now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that shit wasn't really too much of nothing to me, man.
So when you got there, was you on some bullshit, or was you just like?
Yeah, I was on bullshit.
For how many years was you on? You couldn't have been on bullshit
the
whole time.
No, not the whole time. The county, I'm most definitely on bullshit. And I'll say by the time 2008 came, you know what I'm saying? I was just chilling.
How many years in was that?
5, 6, 7, 8. That was like 4 years in. No, 3 years. 3 years in.
What do you think? Was it just your age or what?
No, I was still young. It was regular to me now. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit. But my time kept getting broke up because I go from this pen to this pen. You know what I'm saying? That's when they start shipping people out of state. You know what I'm saying? So that broke a lot of time up. You know what I mean? And then ship from here to here. You be on this yard for about 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So that shit, it kind of broke my time up. You know what I mean?
They sent you to Arizona or Oklahoma?
But I went to both. I was in both.
Where?
I was in Arizona. I was in Arizona first, La Palma, and then I went to Sari, Oklahoma. Yeah, that was like the end of my sentence though. The end of my bid, I mean.
Is everyone still California in these prisons?
I don't even know if they still got it open though.
But when you were there?
Oh yeah, it's all California inmates.
So it's the same politics?
Yeah, same politics. We just get a little bit more freedom. You know what I'm saying? We got staffs working from the staff that work in this motherfucker that's not police, versus you be out here in these California prisons, these officers. You know what I'm saying?
How would you compare the prison? Those are private prisons.
Yeah, yeah.
How would you compare being in a private prison in Arizona, Oklahoma to CDCR?
I do a comparison with just living in the food. You know what I'm saying? Things you could get, things you can't get. You know what I'm saying? We was getting Xbox and PlayStations in Arizona and Oklahoma. You know what I mean? We the cell big as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hot meals all day. You know what I mean? You get paid. Everybody get paid for doing anything. You can go to school and get paid. You know what I mean? California, you know what I'm saying? It's still the same politics, but California it's just, you know, it's California, man. You know what I mean? It's up. You know what I'm saying? Yard going down every day. Food bullshit. You know what I mean? You know, out of state was better. You know what I'm saying? Just to be 100. Unless you had a gang of family visits and you got visits, then you will want to be in California. Other than that, your time gonna go by easier out there. It's easy selling.
And when they transfer you there, that's not your choice, right?
Nah, hell nah.
You gotta
hell
take
nah.
whatever they say.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to go against it first, but they got my ass out there. Shit.
You could try to appeal it?
Or? Yeah, but by the time you're doing all that, it's like, you already on this damn bus. It's like, shit, nigga, you doing time. You know what I'm saying? You doing time. To me, it's like, you doing time. I don't give a fuck where you doing time at. You know what I mean? You in jail. So I was like, shit, my time gonna keep going anyway. And I refuse this shit. They put me in a hole. This all gonna be dead time. I could be in a hole 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Playing with these people. They still end up sending my ass out there. You know what I mean?
Now, you said your kid was born right after you got arrested.
Yeah.
Were you able to maintain a relationship through visits with your
kid?
Yeah. Talk about that.
Yeah, I got to know my son through visits, really, and over the phone and all that shit. But really, that shit don't really. As a kid, he don't remember none of that shit. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna lie, it's not a relationship at all. You know what I mean? Like you thinking in your head, you trying to trick yourself to believe like he know who his daddy is. This nigga don't know you, man. You know what I mean? Just being honest. And you know what I mean? And you could be on the phone with your kid every day once they get up talking age and shit. And that shit, I mean, shit, it's just conversation, man. It's nothing like really being right there.
So did you have a pretty positive baby mama that was able to
Yeah.
those visits?
Hell yeah.
And what's it like when you go for that much time, and we all know that your friends aren't always tapping in with you.
Right.
People forget about you.
Me personally with that wasn't really, I really never tripped off that, you know what I mean? Because I understood, you know what I mean? So I'm in here living free and in jail for gangbanging, you know what I'm saying? You niggas still out there gangbanging and gotta pay bills. You know what I mean? I understood it, you know what I mean? I was never faulty or had a problem with nobody for not writing and none of that shit, you know what I mean? Like that, I don't know, I ain't never been that type of person. I mean, it is what it is, I get it, you feel me? But I mean, all my dogs, I went to jail, nigga, you know, my niggas are still my niggas to this day.
Now, by the time you went to the pen, was your mom and father already out?
Yeah, that's out, yeah.
And what was that like?
See, my mom was there the whole time too. My mom is she's die-hard Christian, you know what I mean? So yeah, she was there the whole way, you know what I'm saying? But only time me and my mom had conflict of interest is when I would tell her I need you to do this, and she'd say leave it in God's hands. You know what I'm saying? Like mama, go tell this girl this. Go tell her no, don't tell her don't do this. Baby, God got it. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing I was like, God damn. But yeah, my pops actually died when I was in jail in 2008. You know what I mean? Of cancer and shit. But pops was there too. You know what I'm saying? He an old insane nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he got it.
Do you think if they didn't go to the pen, they would have raised you in Long Beach?
I think if they wouldn't have went to the pen, they probably wouldn't have raised me at all. You know what I'm saying? Probably because they'd have probably been doing too much, probably got more time or got killed out here, you know? So, yeah, I kind of, you know, I think I'm a big believer in everything happened for a reason. You feel me? So, but I was like I said, I was raised all around this motherfucker. So there's pieces of my life in Long Beach too.
So your dad, he must have been pretty much an OG in St.
Yeah.
Like almost from the early years?
Early years. Right now, my daddy would be like, shit, late 60s or early 70s, some shit like that. I know he's an old nigga. Yeah. And my mom just recently passed a couple of years ago too. So yeah, I think if they wouldn't have went to jail, my mom would never got clean. You know what I'm saying? Pops would have still been out here doing what he's doing. So I'd have probably been lost in the system probably.
Now you mentioned your mom just passed also a couple of years ago. That means you was in your 30s, kind of young, being an orphan.
Yeah.
What's it like when the people that brought you into this world, they're not here now?
Man, that shit hard. I think about that. I think about them every day. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a lot of mother and father figures though. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I kind of grew up with really not looking up to no motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it's just little shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just little shit. You know how that shit go. This, as you see, Mother's Days, you know what I'm saying, holiday seasons, you know what I'm saying? Hear certain shit, you know, eat certain shit, you know what I'm saying? You know how that shit go.
Did you ever talk to F about that? Because, you know, he lost his mom and his dad, like, within a couple of years.
Yeah. Actually, F hollered at me, you know what I'm saying, once mom was gone, because he been through that, you know what I mean? And, you know what I'm saying? He told me some G shit, you know what I mean, that I understood, you know what I'm saying, that, I mean, really, you have no choice when you're this older, when you got kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sit here and cry and let that shit destroy you, and you ain't even have time for your own kids. You feel me? So I just let that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just take that shit in stride.
Now I want to go back to the case because you said something really interesting. I guess they also hit you with attempt on the police.
Yeah.
Knowing that they probably exaggerated what really happened.
No, what it was police chased me. I crashed, hop out and ran. Police start shooting at me. You know what I mean? So they had to justify why they fired the firearm, return of affairs and shit. So they lied and said I shot at them. You know what I mean? So I beat that actually in trial though, cause they ate that nigga up in the trial, like for real. Cause this nigga says 12 o'clock at night. I was 100 yards away. He said I had a black gun, and he recognized wasn't nobody behind me till he could take his shot. You know what I'm saying? So my attorney hit him with like, so you tell, and my attorney said, and how fast was this? He said split second. He said, so you telling me in a split second from 100 yards away, at 12 o'clock at night, you can see a black gun and there was nobody behind him so you can take your shot and you can ID this man in a split second? Man, come on, man. Like that's what's putting the gang of time on my shit, actually.
So, none of his shots hit you?
Nah,
Okay.
hell nah.
How far do you think he was when he was shooting at you?
Shit, I'll say about 30 yards, 25, 30 yards.
That's crazy that you survived, I guess, a deputy-involved shooting.
Yeah. And I beat the case on their ass, too.
Because they're trained to hit center mass
Yeah.
to kill.
Yeah.
Did you ever ask yourself, like, how did this guy miss me? This is what he's trained to do.
Man, shit, man. That's by the grace of God, man. It's me and my bro, man. My bro, we got, nigga, I didn't even get caught that night. Shit. Shit. Type shit, you know what I mean? They know they fucked up, but shit. I was too quick on my feet for the
Oh, so they never actually found a weapon then since you got away? Or
They found the weapon, they
okay.
just didn't find me until later on down the line.
Did your partner get caught?
Nope.
To this day? And you took the whole case?
Yes.
Kept it solid?
Yeah.
How important was that?
Man, that mean everything to a nigga, like, for real. You know what I mean? Like, imagine you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Put yourself in, let's say you was the nigga with me, you know what I mean? He probably like, damn, hope this nigga don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? This, like I said, I've been through everything with these niggas. This is my first time being in something like this, and his first time being in something like this. You know what I mean? So.
Did you ever get to talk to him years later?
Yeah, hell yeah,
I'm sure
hell
he
yeah.
was sweating like.
Hell yeah. No, when I got out, I talked to him. Yeah. I really didn't even want to talk to him. I was in there because I didn't want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh God, but yeah, that's my boy, man.
Hey, people always say that you don't know what you're gonna do until you're in that situation.
Right.
You were in that situation.
Yeah.
They knew someone else was involved.
Hell yeah.
They asking you who's involved.
Yeah, they told me his name. I'm like, who? Hell, y'all's in that shit, man. I don't know, man. Your name is everything, man. And it don't take too much to fuck it up. I'm gonna be 100. You can make the wrong mistake, and you know what I'm saying? And the mistake probably ain't even bad like that. You know what I mean? But your name everything. It ain't hard to fuck it up.
I hope he looked out for you a couple times while you was gone.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. He most definitely did.
Okay. So take me to, you're short to the house. What are you thinking now?
Oh man. Shit. Everything, man. You gotta think. I've been, like I was saying, like the last couple of months, you just daydreaming of your exit. You know what I'm saying? So really, my main thing was seeing my son. You know what I'm saying? Getting a good relationship with my boy. And then I'm not stupid to what's going on out here in the streets. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like at the time I was a gang banger. You know, even getting out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, go to the hood, my family and this. I got to get a job, and you know what I'm saying. So I don't know. It's so much excitement, man. You know what I mean? So much excitement, and of course you think about pussy. You know what I'm saying? You think about all that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, I don't know. It's like a feeling you could never explain. You know, getting out from doing all that time and even your whole life being on the line, and you still getting out. You know what I'm saying? It's a cold feeling to explain.
So what was that like seeing your son for the first time as a free man?
That shit was dope. That shit was
emotional?
Yeah, not too much emotional, you know what I'm saying? But it was dope though, you know what I'm saying? That was my first time touching him, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, you know what I mean? So it was dope.
So he's like what, 10?
No, right now my son 18.
No, when you came home.
Oh, he was, yeah, no, my son was 7. 7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 7.
Okay.
Yep, he was 7.
Was you able to keep him off the streets, or did he kind of follow in your footsteps?
No, I don't raise my kids like that. You know what I'm saying? I raise my kids. I don't drive them through Compton. I don't do none of that shit. You know what I mean? They're actually good kids. You know what I'm saying? My son just graduated. He in college right now, and he got a job. You know what I'm saying? It's but he know who his daddy is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't try to drill it in his head. He just know what's up. All his uncles and everything, like Uncle Hans, Uncle Wooty Wook. You know what I'm saying? They know he know everybody. You know what I'm saying? So. He look at us and be like, shit, what the fuck I gotta do it for, nigga? I could call these niggas to do it. You feel me?
So this is like 2011, 12?
When I got out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so you came home about a year or so before F came home. I think he came home.
Yep.
2013.
I came home like a year before F.
Okay.
Yep. It's crazy because I went to jail a year after F. Yeah. Because he went 04, I went 05.
All right. So when did you start thinking about the music?
I actually before I went to jail, I was doing a little music and shit, but you know, back then it wasn't all this shit. You know what I mean? We didn't know nothing about no YouTube, none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? So we just, right here in the hood, go to the hood, rap, you know what I'm saying, record ourselves. Wasn't thinking about, you know what I'm saying, everybody had dreams, like I'd be a rapper. But when you're older, you can actually make it happen, you know? And that's just what we did.
Now there were so many artists coming out of Compton, Long Beach in the 2000s, 90s and 2000s. Did you ever try to like latch on to some of these other artists that were already doing it and to use your identity as a Piru to say, hey, I want to get on and this is what I do?
Nah. And it's crazy because a lot of people tell me, why you don't do this? Why? Because I know a lot of people, you know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big asker of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to ride niggas' coattails. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and really, I never really thought about taking care of my family off of rap music. I'm gonna do that regardless. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm not thinking of the big picture with rap. You know what I mean? Because I got other shit going. You know what I mean? It's just something I like, and you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of motherfuckers like certain shit I do. You know what I mean? So I just stick to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a hobby I can make money off of. You know what I mean? But yeah, I never really I'm not a big asker of things. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, I don't know. I'm one of them niggas like this. Like nigga, you know me, know what's up with me. You know who I am. You know what I'm saying? You know I got skills in this. You know what I'm saying? You the nigga tell me, check it out, Champ. You know what I mean? I don't feel I should have to open my mouth and do all that shit. But you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to learn. I'm starting to see different now. You know what I'm saying? The older I get now, it's like, hey, check it out, man. What you got going on? Can you do this? You know what I mean?
So what kind of plans to get back on your feet did you have back in 2012, 2013?
I was
you must have lost everything you had, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I didn't. I went to school. I went to Cerritos. You know what I'm saying? I started going to college and shit for cooking. I went to college for cooking and man, I was just trying to get it the way I got it, man. Just different little street shit. You know what I'm saying? Different little street shit.
Now, do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I got a lot of siblings.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got like 11 sisters, like 5 brothers. Yeah.
And not all from your mom and dad together.
No, it's split. Yeah.
Okay.
Split.
So your dad had a lot of kids.
Yeah. Hell yeah, you do.
Have you had an opportunity to know all of them?
For the most part, yeah. It's only like a couple I ain't met yet. It's two of my sisters died. I think it's like 2 more I ain't met yet, but everybody else here I know.
And did you have any siblings that were like from different neighborhoods?
All my family besides me, it's me, my older brother Matt, and my little brother Lawless. We all from Cross Atlantic, and all my other family, they all Crips, Insanes, IE Crips, all just Crips. You know what I'm saying?
Has that helped you with relationships? Like if you need to know something in Long Beach, you got someone to call.
I mean, my foster mother, I was telling you, we call her my grandma. Her house still over there. I go there myself and tap in. You know what I'm saying? My uncles, Dirty Red, all of them, Uncle Joe, I got family from Insane, like, you know what I mean? So I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm tapped in with them motherfuckers, like, it's a family affair, you know?
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about this song, Round Table.
Yes, sir.
I would say it's going somewhat viral.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, it was pushing 25,000 views and it was only been up a few days.
Yeah.
Collaboration of what, 6 different artists?
Yes, sir.
Who put that together?
Oh, I did.
What inspired that?
Man, a lot inspired it, man. To keep it 100, I know a lot of motherfuckers, like I said, and it's like I was looking at the platform certain motherfuckers I fuck with have, like Munchie B, like D-Boy, like Poke from Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas got big platforms and they gangsters. You know what I'm saying? They somebody from their neighborhood, now you just their neighborhood in the world. You know what I'm saying? And then my brother right here, fresh out. Honcho, he fresh out. You know what I'm saying? And my nigga Beezy, that's my Crip partner. And what I was really doing was, you know what I'm saying, I was really trying to start some controversy with motherfuckers like that, because a lot of motherfuckers have a problem with us knowing the Santanas and be able to go to Santanas, or we cool with certain Tanas, or just certain Crips, you know what I mean? And I was like, man, I could utilize by my niggas, right? They got big platforms. I already know how Compton gonna look at us with the Tanas, you know what I'm saying? My bro fresh home, a lot of motherfuckers, he got eyes on him like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put this together, you know what I'm saying? And I knew it was gonna go like that before I even did it. You know what I mean? And then like the beat, the Ice Cube beat, the Gangster, the Killer, the Dope Dealer. You know, that's one of my favorite hip hop gangster songs. You know what I mean? And how my nigga mixed it down. It's like, man, let's do this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and a lot of motherfuckers be like a lot of motherfuckers say shit, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't put that together to send a positive message at all. You know what I'm saying? Like people looking for positivity. Nigga, we just let us do music. We just doing some music. You know what I'm saying? Like people be overthinking. You know what I mean? Like, where's the message? I thought y'all was doing something that positive. Nigga, no, we just doing something because that's what we doing. You know what I mean? If I'm to do something positive, I record myself feeding homeless like the rest of these niggas do. You feel me? But no, I knew it was gonna do what it did, man. And we got more, like it's a gang of spinoffs just to that right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like something y'all gonna see.
Now, your homeboy's on the track.
Yeah.
What you think about the track, and how'd you get your verse together?
Oh shit, I love the track. How I got my verse together. I was sitting in there with D-Boy. We sitting next to each other. He like, listen to what I got so far. And I heard him. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to start writing mine right now. And so basically, like the way D-Boy came off on the first verse.
He set the tone.
He set the tone. He kicked the spark and shit. I just rolled with that.
And we know he got the whole Oos community. Like, if you check D-Boy out, man, that nigga doing his thing, man. That nigga.
He's the first one on
Yeah.
His
His dad is actually Cobra from the Booyah tribe. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like he got a big following, you know what I mean?
Give us a little bit of your verse.
On my verse, I said, I ain't with the talking. See, I resort to violence. My pistol was a part of me. I grip it like my private. You niggas get the chip and I be at you like a mention. If you mention where I'm from, I get you captured.
Like it's instant. Bullets with through vest, but I'm aiming at your noggin. If you speaking on a leg, most respect that I'd have bopped it. I laugh at the ops on my pops. This shit funny, trying to squash beef with hunts just so y'all can get money. 7.62s, 2.23s with them talents. Glock 43s, F&N's getting sandwiched. Pop a nigga top bullets, treat him like a bottle. I'm in Barson on Compton on Barson, I'm a problem.
That was hard.
Yeah.
Now, you're fresh on? He said you fresh out. How fresh?
I only been out since July.
Damn, how long you gone?
I just got off from doing 7 straight.
7? Damn, welcome home, man.
I appreciate
What's that, 2016?
Yeah.
Woo, you missed like all of this internet, social media shit.
Oh God, he did.
Happened in this little this period right now.
For sure.
Yeah. How did you determine the order of all the artists? You went second to last.
Yeah.
You put Munchie last.
Yeah.
And then you put the Samoan guy.
Exactly.
First.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you why I did it. First, when we first came in, right, and mind you, everybody's at the studio the same day. It wasn't like I seen you a song, now I had all the members together. You know what I'm saying? I think it worked out better like that. You feel me? I tell D-Boy set it off. You know what I'm saying? D-Boy set it off. You know what I'm saying? I know he gonna set it off. You know what I'm saying? Set it off, bam. And like he said, it actually rolled into him. You know what I'm saying? He like, fuck it, I'm next. He go right the thing. You know what I'm saying? Poke, go. You know what I'm saying? As far as in me second to last, I didn't want to go last. It's like because I still want them to have to wait to hear Munchie. You know what I'm saying? Because certain people want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no platform like that in rap yet. So it's like, man, I'm gonna leave Munchie at the end because people gonna want to wait to hear my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a big ass following. You know what I mean? It just all worked like a motherfucker. It worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I thought it was impressive. Now a lot of people have the misconception that it's all Bloods.
Nah. It's a Hoover and a Santana on there.
Okay, so we got 2 Crips, 4 Bloods.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, a Crip and a Hoover. You know how they be. You know how they go.
Unless he's from, what number is
He paid for the 90s.
Okay.
9-4.
9-4.
Just say a Hoover. Yeah, we got a Hoover. You got a Hoover and a Santana.
A Hoover and a Santana.
Yeah.
And then we got and all the Bloods is 3 Pirus and then Munchie.
Yeah.
From family.
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you know that, okay, this is gonna be my crew? These 6 people is my crew.
I already had that in my mind when I was telling my nigga Hunch like a week before, like, okay, we gonna do the song, I'm having everybody on this motherfucker, and then actually, after we did the video, you know what I'm saying, because we got more shit we working on, we was like, man, we gonna make this round table into like a mini series, you know what I'm saying? Every video is gonna be something going on from this round table, you feel me? Y'all just stay tuned, man, this shit dope. Just watch though, watch, y'all gonna like it.
Now, you kind of touched on this a moment ago, but I got a lot of negative reaction for promoting it being a man that's 53.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the bars.
Yeah.
Not so much what the message is or what's said, but just the bars,
Yeah.
and the creativity behind
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
How did you feel about some of the negative backlash?
Really, like I said before, I was kind of was wondering where was the negative bashing at, you know what I mean? Because I got so much good shit, you know what I'm saying? I knew the negative shit was coming. It just took too long to come, you know what I'm saying? And,
it might have came off of my
yeah, off your shit, yeah. Yeah, but but at the end of the day, man, it's like these people don't know what we out here doing, man. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers from Australia saying bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like I really don't give a fuck because it's not nothing I'm doing to get praised at the White House. You know what I'm saying? We just doing us, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all motherfuckers want to tap in and see just talent that we got, you know what I'm saying? How a gang of gangbangers can come together, you know what I'm saying? And with no bullshit. I done brought down there 70, 75 different gangbangers together, you know what I'm saying? And it was cool. Niggas act like they knew each other last week, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of motherfuckers can't do no shit like that. See, if you want to put a message out there, the message is, you know what I'm saying, how a motherfucker can grasp other parts of the city, you know what I mean?
I would say that it's one of the most positive songs of the year because of opposite sides. Not only just the artists, but the artists brought some of their homies.
Uh-huh.
And I'm assuming there was no problems.
At all.
Not one.
Oh, we got some more shit with all the motherfuckers too. If we can come together, we just ain't holding hands, singing Kumbaya. But shit, we come together